Hello and welcome back. How are ya? I'm happy to have you here. Have you ever had one of those days where you're just like, there's something I want to do, I just don't feel like it? That's honestly kind of how I'm feeling right now. This is something I love to do. I love getting online, I love stretching with you, I love the fact that we get to do this together. But even this comes with one of those times where it's just like, I just ate and I could be resting. I already went to the gym today. I just went on a hike and now do this. But you know what? I feel like this is one of those things that's just going to pick up in the middle, or maybe even just a few seconds from now, where I get into the mood, get into it, and have a whole lot of fun with it. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Okay. So, as usual, we start with the ragdoll, hanging out. Fingers to your elbows, and you can just try and get this nice curve in your back and hang. Hang out. Ooh, that's nice. You can move a little bit left and right. For me, it's firing up the nerves in here. What's your favorite of these poses that we do? That's something I'm curious about. I like doing this in the morning. It just wakes me up. It feels nice. But it's not morning now. Okay, next we have arm circles. I'm going to go from front to, from back to front. I'm surprised I can still lift my arms. I did a pretty nice set in the gym today. Couple weeks, I guess it's been like 2 months now. I was walking to the gym and I passed a lady, said hi. She said hi, and then she asked me, hey, are you going to the gym? I'm like, why, yes I am. In English by the way. So we're in Germany, and so we just introduced ourselves, and she's from Nigeria? I don't want to get it wrong, but anyways, she's from Africa, I'm from America, and so it's cool that we get to speak English, that's one thing. And I said, hey, do you want to do some sets with me? Because she's new to the gym, I offered that I just show her how to do a couple of exercises. Well, that progressed into me basically becoming a personal trainer, having a whole lot of fun with it, because I love teaching people exercises and doing my workout. And you know what, it's gotten to the point where when I wasn't like sure if she would come a day or two, I was like on the treadmill, I'm like, oh man, motivation just tanked. It's just like a lot of fun and easier to get into the mood if I'm helping someone. And I mean, she's a tough girl. Like, I don't really go easy, and it's like moderate, but I was like, can you do more? She's like, oh yeah, I'm strong. I'm like, yes you are, girl. Anyways, today we did another set. We worked a bit of everything. We did some stuff for the shoulders, back, abs, legs, and like we always start on the treadmill. That's something I love to do, and that's something I highly recommend you do. Like, if you want to get fit and you want to get fit reliably, we have area squats, and you have access to a treadmill, bump that thing up to the maximum incline, which is a 15 on these machines that we have. Maximum incline. It doesn't matter if you're fast or if you're slow. It basically simulates walking uphill. And for the start, you can start out slow and you can take breaks whenever, because it ain't easy. It gets easier with time, but you're basically doing some great cardio. That means it's awesome for your heart, awesome for your lungs. And because you're walking uphill the whole time, it's a great strength exercise. It's one of the ways I lost, how much weight did I lose? I lost 35 kilograms. I still need to do the math on that. But anyways, 35 kilograms. Throw it through Google and be astounded. It's like my go-to. I start with it, get my heart pumping, listen to the right music. You know what? If you have a playlist that just gets you going, you can be like, yeah, up and down, just whoa. It's so fun. And then eventually you reach this like runner's high peak and you like feel like a tiger, just yeah. Okay, leg swings. Anyways, it's super effective, and the cool thing is you can also do some mindful walking, like focusing on certain leg groups. And I do intend on recording some videos in my gym, but I'm probably gonna do it on a Sunday morning where early, where no one's there, because I'm still not into the whole influencer groove of filming myself out in public yet. I think that's just something I need to try and work on. I feel like it's gonna be a good deal because there's like so much stuff I want to show you guys. There's a lot of stuff you can do at home, and there's a lot of simple stuff that you can do that isn't like 2 hours in the gym, work hard and then get fit, but rather easy enough or enjoyable enough that you can do exercise sustainably. So we are doing our diagonal forwards and back as if you're kicking a soccer ball. So something I've been wrestling with as a challenge recently-ish, but kind of for an extended period of time. So to the side, kind of missed that one. You know what? We'll do this one twice. Let's just lift our leg out to the side. Pull your toes flex. That's what I like to call it when you pull your toes up towards you. That allows the muscles in the front and the back of your leg to get nice and English tensed. Anyways, just do it. Okay. You know, I think I might just add this whole group once more officially so that we can do it. Okay, so now diagonal, other leg. Where was I at? Anyways, so July 2024, I bought myself some microphones, really cool ones from Rode, and because I have this whole plan of like, well, I love to write, and my desire with this channel, okay, now out to the side, is ultimately to share with you my self-love journey and then give you actionable advice on how you, if it's something that you desire to work on, can improve your relationship with yourself and with others. And I wanted to do it with some nice quality audio. Anyways, I'm not tech savvy at all, and that has been like the biggest hurdle because I have just been battling that online, the software. And then I gave up for a while. I mean, didn't give up, I just kind of had other stuff to focus on. We are now doing the side lunges. I reintroduced myself to that challenge, sat down like, okay, I'm gonna make this happen. And what I needed was like, well, I asked ChatGPT, like, what am I doing wrong? And it told me that, well, the audio programs on laptops is significantly more difficult than doing it on the phone. I'm like, okay, sweet, that's nice. That's a good starting point. And then I needed to order some different cables. adapter cables so I can make it work. Did that, ordered it, tried it out, didn't work. I'm like, oh shoot, okay, what now? I also ordered a lavalier mic, which I'm super excited about. It's one of those like tiny ones that you can clip on here. Has a wire and then just goes to the receiver. It's gonna be great for these kinds of videos. We are now going into our lunch. We have our knee right above our ankle, our toes on the ground behind there. I'm just leaning down into this. Arms up, shoulders low. Anyways, tried, didn't work. And then went back to the starting block, asked ChatGPT what was up. And well, maybe it could have just been that I bought a cheap adapter, bought a new one, didn't work. And then I did some more research. We are now switching side. Do more research, and turns out I needed a completely different cable. So bought one for the Android, one for the iPhone. Those are on their way, and I hope, fingers crossed, that it's gonna work out. Because I really love to, as I mentioned earlier, I like to write, and then I want to read out what I've written. Basically do a voiceover. I have a really cool idea that I love to hike. I want to record my hikes and just basically read my story about like on top of those hiking videos and make some good quality content. But then that camera that I was going to use for those, I got a camera, and then I got a micro SD card, tried it out, turns out it's the wrong one. See, I'm learning a whole bunch. You apparently need a specific type of V30 SD card. I had no idea. So I got to return that and reorder it. Let's just say I'm becoming very patient right now. Patience comes with challenge. But it's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make the dream work. And the cool thing is, once I've got all of that stuff down, I gotta practice, and then, well, that I have no excuses for not doing the good. Well, I mean, I'm trying to make excuses, but I then finally have the ability to put some of my thoughts and ideas together, take action on them. We're now doing the lizard pose. It's basically a deep lunge and then off to like a 45-degree angle. I like to dip it out. Anyways, I think it's gonna be really cool. And then I've also realized on this creator journey, so up until now I've been doing these videos with you. Let's lean inwards. And this has been a great way for me to practice consistency and showing up at all. Because there's like a whole lot to learn, like a lot, and a lot to figure out with like content creation and all that jazz. I mean, it's gonna be fun in its own right. And up to the side. But I have like all of these really cool ideas that I want to make reality, and then there's just like a whole lot of work and a whole lot of learning to be done. So it's probably just gonna take a bit of time, which is frustrating because when you like have one of those really cool ideas, you're like, I just want to make this and put it out there, and then it's just hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. You're like, oh, why? Anyways, that's where I'm at. Oh shoot, kneeling quad. This one's gonna be fun. One leg ahead, and then we just grab our. Whoa! Check it out. That is balance in its essence. Check me. Oh, you saw me last week, just tumbling. Anyways, so me going about my plans. I think it's gonna be great. I'm really excited. I'm very curious to see what it's gonna be like, because I have a really big desire to share actual value and share my life experiences, because I've been through it and I know I'm not the only one. And if I can reach someone who could use a little help in learning how to like themselves, accept themselves, and ultimately love themselves, well, that would just be fantastic. And it's gonna take some learning how to effectively translate what I know into actual value. And so over the next however long it takes, you're probably going to see some other videos other than this in its own due time. But that's part of the journey, and I think it's going to be pretty darn exciting. I mean, I'm excited. I finally want to make my ideas reality. I finally want to put out some stuff and learn. It's like a whole lot of learning. I'm pretty sure the first videos aren't going to be like the hottest shit. I mean, if you've been on my channel, I do my best, but there's like a bunch I can improve on. But that's the cool part about it. I get to improve. I get to try things out. I gotta figure out what works and what doesn't work. And I mean, at this point in time, I guess I just get to put out whatever the heck I feel like, whatever makes me happy. Ooh, you can get up a little bit. Whatever makes me happy, and then when things start picking up, that's when I can more focus on like doing that YouTube stuff. Anyways, it's a fun journey. It has its frustrating moments. We are now doing cat-cow. I started with the twist. Let's just keep going with it. I'm not sure how excited I'm about like the whole video editing process because it takes the longest and it's kind of tedious. I'm excited for the point in time we now switch it up sides. I'm excited for the point in time where I can hire someone to do it for me. But that's the thing, I still need to figure out what my shtick is and what kind of editing I like. So I guess right now I'm just, gotta do it on my own until I've got like a better idea. I mean, it's cool. I get to learn. Ooh, up next, downward dog. All right, boys and girls, let's get this going. Okay. Okay, so I try to keep my feet on the ground. It's not working. Try to keep your head between my arms. That's a bit better. Oh my god. I have like the utmost respect for yogis. God damn, I mean... thank God it's over. You know what's really wild? Like, we are actually flexible, even if it hurts like shit. If you are under like full anesthesia, having surgery, like the surgeons can just fold you like a piece of paper, no problem. It's just that as soon as you're awake and you try to like start bending, your nervous system is like, no, this is dangerous, don't do it, and it hurts. I just want to be able to do all the cool flexy stuff that other people can. Oh, right, let's get into this. Oh. Hey, you've probably noticed it by now, considering that I've been basically doing a non-stop stream of talking, but you know, my whole desire for doing this has picked up quick. I love doing this. I love talking to you. It's fun. I hope you're listening. And if you aren't, I hope you're stretching. Or doing both, that'd be even better. Oh, yeah. So we have our ankle placed on our knee. We just pull this leg to us, and that's where we feel it right here. I'm excited for what's to come. I just like to, well, get on it instead of like having to return to the start every single time something doesn't happen, doesn't work out. It is what it is, right? And then I love to write. I just gotta figure out a pretty good schedule on, well, on how to do my creation and whatnot, like writing, planning, and then all of the other things that I have to do, because I am one of those people who up until now had no self-control and just like took on every opportunity. I'm like, yes, okay, I'll do this, okay, I'll do that. And then now I have like 3 different career options that I'm pursuing at the same time, and it's a bit overwhelming. But you know, I kind of see how all 3 are gonna like tie together really well. I just gotta get started and figure out how to manage my time, manage my energy, figure out what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. You know, being self-employed, and at the start of your journey with like no fucking clue. It's like having a job where someone tells you what the objective is and what you've got to do is like simpler in its own respects, but it's just a learning process. That's all it is. I mean, it's fine. It's supposed to take a couple years. It's supposed to take time before you have any clue, and that's kind of reassuring to know that the start isn't always the easiest, but there's no way I am gonna quit. No way. This is something that makes me so freaking happy. Just showing up and writing and planning out ideas and thinking about all the things I want to share with you is just, it lights me up. It makes me so happy, and I'm super excited to eventually get to share it with you. And regardless of the quality of what it might look like in the beginning, eventually in like a year or 2, who knows, maybe even much sooner, I'll be able to repackage whatever I share with you and make it look nicer. Oh, right, there's the whole thing with thumbnails and titles. It's, have you ever, like, have you ever looked into what it's like to be a YouTube creator? It's, I mean, let's just say it's not the easiest thing ever. At least it doesn't come across as the easiest thing ever. And I've decided I'm just gonna do whatever I feel like. I'm just gonna do whatever I feel like. And the actual meaningful stuff is just gonna kind of evolve over time. I'm just gonna dish out and throw out whatever I can. I'm gonna keep doing this because this is a really great way of showing up weekly and hanging out and talking to you. And then, well, I'm excited to see whatever comes of the rest. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw spaghettis at the wall is like a pretty fun way of saying it. Just, I'll try this and I'll try that and maybe I'll like this, and then whatever sticks and whatever doesn't, it was good practice. So I'm excited once my equipment works out, and then I have like, once I learn more, once I get through it, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be an awesome channel. If not right away, then eventually. So I really hope you stick around. I really do, because I mean, just hearing from you, just knowing that you're watching, that you're doing this with me, it's just like a highlight. I mean, it just fills me with so much happiness. I mean, at first when I was making these videos, I figured I was just going to be doing it alone, but then as soon as you wrote in and started commenting, it changed the game for me. Really, this is my passion project, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And well, you mean you've probably seen in other YouTubers and stuff, it's in the beginning it takes a bit of time, and I mean, the first stuff isn't like the greatest stuff they've ever posted, but I feel like this point in time is like 10 years from now, looking back, it's like, oh yeah, her beginning days, all just in her living room doing stretching videos. And then whatever else comes is going to be like, who knows? Isn't that exciting? I love creating. Creating is just like, I mean, you have nothing, and then you make something that didn't exist before. That's like, if you take pen to paper, anything, whatever you write down, whatever it looks like, doesn't matter if it's good or not, that you created something that did not exist prior. So I think it's really cool that I'm doing this. I think it's really cool that I'm finally taking action on something I thought of doing, like, I was that'd be cool 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And I wasn't even aware of how long it had been until I had seen like a cartoon post of someone being like, oh man, it's been 5 years since I've tried doing this plan and I didn't start. And then the other person's like, well, pretend it's 15 years in the future and you now get to do, and you've gone back to this point. Now you have 10 years to do it the way you want to do it. And that's kind of just how I'm seeing it. Yeah, it's kind of shocking to figure out how long I've been sitting on this plan and not doing it. But you know what? I feel like it all has its reasons. I now am in the position where I get to throw myself head over heels into this, full of love and just with curiosity. And I'm super freaking excited, if you haven't noticed, to see where it goes. And I'm so grateful to have you with me by my side on this journey. I appreciate you. And I'm grateful to have you in my life. So thank you. I wish you a wonderful day, wonderful weekend, wonderful, sunny days. May you win in the lottery. May something really cool happen. May you eat a really great piece of cake or something. I don't know. May it be the best of your life. I am excited to upload this. I'm excited to hear what you think. And YouTuber style. Like and subscribe if you like this episode. Share with your friends. And until next time.